Well, hello. I'm Ty Whittingham, and you just search for something about Google Ads training, class, course, etc. So here we are. This is the first video that I'm making like this. I'm not a professional video maker, but I do truly enjoy videos on landing pages, so I hope that you enjoy this. Plus, um, what I'm doing here is like pretty much all video. Or at least through video conferencing. So I felt like it'd be a good thing for you to get a taste of what it's like to listen to me and communicate with me to make sure that you like me before you want to proceed learning anything from me. So the first thing that I want to do here on this page is just teach you one thing that if you're seeking Google Ads training, this is the one thing that no matter what vertical you're in, what account type you're running, if you want to manage one account or many accounts, if you're a business owner or marketing director, this is the one thing that will impact your account more than anything else, in my opinion. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, internet marketing in general, Google Ads specifically for about 7 or 8 years. I have managed over $1 billion in spend since my beginning here on the internet, and I happen to know a thing or two. Recently, over the past 4 years, I built my own Google Ads and analytics agency. I had a business partner, and I've recently sold that business to him. I redeemed my shares for those of you who are keen to that type of business transaction. I essentially sold my half of the business to my partner, and I wanted to embark on this, which is Google Ads training and consulting. I feel that training is much better than running an agency because of a lot of reasons that I won't necessarily get into right now, but I feel that with Google Ads, it's hyper important that you understand exactly what's going on in your account so that you can make the most educated decisions possible. When you're working with an agency or anybody else, it's tough for them to care about you and your brand as much as you do, and have as much time to think about you as you do, and know your customers as deeply and intricately as you do. So that among other reasons, is one of the reasons why I switched over to wanting to provide strictly training and consulting to people like you. So let's get into it. The way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I want to draw using the annotate tool, and I'm going to draw a bullseye. And at the end of this video, of course, I will have a special offer for you. I have enjoyed videos like this where people teach something, they train you on something, and then they provide you with a special offer. So I figured I'd do the same. So if you like it, then at the bottom of the page there will be a link that will enable you to schedule a call with me. And I won't tell you what the special offer is yet, but in order to get that, you'll just go to the bottom of the page, click the link, it'll take you, or click the button, it'll take you into a chat bot where you answer a few questions, and then schedule a call with me personally, because if you are going to get Google Ads training, then my offer has to do with teaching you like this, where well, not like this because this is a video, but through Zoom video conference, one-on-one, I'll actually be looking in your account. We will be looking in your account, analyzing and optimizing together, training you using your own data. So you have to have an active Google Ads account. But let's get into this first, and hopefully this video is good. I didn't rehearse anything, and I just thought, you know what, if I'm going to make a video and I'm going to teach somebody something, what's the one thing that I would teach them that would provide them with the most value immediately, that even if they didn't want to get trained by me, that they would be able to just improve their Google Ads account on their own. So that's what I'm hoping for here. And if you do happen to like it, then I will have a special offer for you here at the end. But getting into what I just drew here, so I drew a bullseye. And Google Ads is massive. absolutely massive. The internet is even larger, the internet as a whole. And if we were to think about the internet as an ocean, then Google Ads might be the Pacific or the Atlantic. It's just absolutely huge. Their businesses spent almost $100 billion last year, 2018, on Google Ads. So if you think that your $100 a day budget, $1,000 a day budget, even $1 million a month budget is even a drop in the bucket for Google, then you are not necessarily grasping the whole picture. And I don't say that to say that you're not important, but I say that because looking at the screen right here as I'm going to explain this targeting concept to you, this will help us ensure that we are targeting the most valuable traffic first for our business so that we can ensure that we have the highest probability of success. Because if like, let's say you just go out into a crowd and you say, hey, I have this product. Does anybody want to buy it? That's essentially like just creating an ad and creating any generic run a network type targeting in Google Ads and crossing your fingers that somebody's going to buy. The thing about Google Ads is you pay every time somebody gets a click or somebody clicks your ad. And so it quickly becomes very expensive to just test random things. And if you're on your own dime, then that can be very scary and even prevent you from continuing further down the road. If you're working for a business, then your job could potentially be at risk. Or if you're the business owner, then your profit margins are at risk. So this strategy right here will help you be able to categorize the different types of traffic that are available inside of Google Ads, focus on the most important, most valuable ones first, and then work outwards there. I want to just say that before I explain this, I want you to think of this as casting a net. Okay, we're fishing in the ocean here, the Google Ads ocean, and we want to cast as wide of a net as possible, because if we don't, then we're missing out on the power of Google Ads. So I'm just going to stop right there. I'm going to start explaining this bullseye so that you can get the point. The center of the bullseye, we're going to call this P1, okay? And this will be all for priority. So priority 1, and then the next ring out is going to be priority 2, next ring out, priority 3, next ring out, priority 4. So if we were to imagine a marketing funnel over here where we have customers coming into the funnel and then money coming out of it, and I say funnel in the most generic respect. I'm not talking about a series of pages at this point. I'm talking about, okay, we have to inform people of our message, and then once they are informed, then they'll start working their way through the buying process, the research, and then actually become a customer of whichever brand that they prefer. So that's what I'm talking about here in the funnel, where each of these funnel steps, like maybe this is P1, P2, P3, P4. So with these two visuals, let me help you understand this here. So P1, I'll go ahead and put this on the bottom because it happens with the least amount of frequency, but it is, as you can see, the center of the bullseye, so it's the priority 1 target. Priority 1 keywords, and I'm only talking about search for the purpose of this video. I can teach all about every other aspect of Google Ads. And I strongly recommend that if you're using Google Ads, you utilize every one of its features, every one of its traffic networks, because you're just going to get so much benefit from using everything opposed to just focusing on one thing. But let's do this first, and then if you want to take advantage of the special offer, then we can talk about everything else in the future. Plus, I think this video is going to get a little bit long if I try and teach too much. I want to try and keep it in the 10-minute range. I don't even know where we're at. We might be close to it. But priority 1 is going to be your brand keywords plus a qualifier. qualifier. P2 is going to be just brand. P3 is going to be in market key words. P4 is going to be info key words. All right, I'm pretty good at drawing. I know. I practiced a little bit. But the explanations behind each of these is as follows. P1 being your brand keywords plus a qualifying word. Let's imagine that our brand is this brand called Ipsy, okay? So Ipsy sells makeup products, personalized monthly makeup and beauty sample subscription. So they want to get you into their marketing funnel and sell you their beauty box subscription. But for the intent of this example, the brand plus qualifier, oh, there we go. We have suggested searches right here. So I want to use these suggested searches to highlight what these qualifying words are. So how to cancel Ipsy, that would probably be a negative qualifier there. But is Ipsy worth it? Ipsy review. Those two are qualifiers, as well as Ipsy coupon, Ipsy discount, Ipsy promo. So discount, coupon, promo, review, all of these words plus your brand word indicates that the user has a very high purchase intent. And so if we were to say that out of 100 people that searched a brand term plus a qualifier, maybe 90% of those are going to actually end up buying. It's a very high percentage. That means that if we show our ad to that person and get them to click on it, we should expect them to convert. So if they're not converting, there's something inherently wrong with what we're doing. It's not them, it's us, because they already told us that they want to buy. If somebody just types in our brand, then it doesn't necessarily mean that they want to buy, because as you can see, Google recommends all these other all these other queries that are popular when people begin typing in Ipsy. And so plus any of these other words, we might have a bit lower conversion rate, plus the searches related to Ipsy. Ipsy bags, how to cancel, essentially the same that we just saw up top. But if we say, like, somebody who just typed in Ipsy or any other random word that is not one of those qualifying words that indicates that they want to purchase, we might have 20% of those people who would buy regardless of whether or not we influence them. In market keywords, those are very specifically words that do not contain our brand name in any way, shape, or form, but indicate that we are actively looking to purchase that type of product. So we could say, like, best subscription boxes makeup, okay? Because we've been talking about Ipsy and went to their site and all of the above, they're right here at the top, and they tell us that they are what we just searched, and they provide us with pricing information, maybe a special offer here, and then their competitors are also purchasing ads alongside of that, because these are in-market keywords. We didn't say that we wanted Ipsy, we just said we wanted something very generic. And so let's say that if we are searching that type of keyword, then we might have 10% of those people who are looking for that keyword end up wanting to buy the product. So it's not as high as brand plus qualifier, or if they're looking for our brand specifically, they don't know our brand. But if they type in best subscription boxes makeup or anything that is geared towards your product and what you offer, but does not include your brand, then that will have a slightly lower conversion rate, but 10% of those people, if there's 100 searching and 10 of those ended up buying that product, that's probably what we could expect. Think about yourself. If you type in something generic without any brand, you'll probably look for the results and then begin to prefer one brand over another, and you might even make a purchase right there in that moment. But you don't always make a purchase. You're just kind of getting a feel for the market. So the priority 4 keywords are information-based searches, and we might have 2% of the people who perform information-based searches end up converting, because an information-based search is not referring to anything in particular. It is asking a question. See, it is somebody seeking information from Google, and you can angle yourself as the best possible answer or at a plausible answer for that question that they asked. So with Ipsy, they sell a makeup subscription box, not like makeup just one-off. So somebody might type into Google how to get cheap makeup. Hey, there you go. So Ipsy is using this format, whether or not in their account they have it structured like I'm going to tell you here in a moment. That's unbeknownst to me. But they're targeting brand plus qualifying searches, brand searches, and market keywords and information type keywords. So if somebody types in how to get cheap makeup, as you can see by the results, just these paid results right here, we have wholesale cosmetic suppliers on Alibaba, and whatever Crove is. I don't buy makeup often, so I don't know all of these competitors, but just coming down to the organic results, we have a review site as well as a coupon site. So we can see that somebody who types in how to get cheap makeup is not necessarily looking for any one particular thing, but they could possibly be persuaded to want to prefer our brand product. And so it is advantageous for us to cast a wide net and capture people who are searching that indicate that they may or may not be interested in our product, but if they fit our criteria, if their search falls into the realm of something that might be relevant to us, then it may be to our advantage to show an ad to that person. All right, so wow, this video is getting kind of long, but that's what you want. You want information, you want training, and that's what I'm giving you. So let me just finalize the thought here to help you be able to apply this in your actual account. And you can even do this today. I'd recommend as soon as you're done with what we're doing here to go into your account and see, begin thinking about how you can categorize your campaigns in this manner. So talking about each of these priorities, each of these groups of keywords should be a separate campaign. And the reason that you want them as a separate campaign is for budget allocation purposes. If you were to target all of these keywords within one campaign, then let me explain one more mathematical formula that will help this. If you are into geometry at all, then you know that the radius or the area of a circle is calculated by a formula called pi r squared. Pi r squared, pi is 3.14, essentially. R means radius, and squared means that we're going to square the radius here. If we had a radius of 2 inches in the middle, that is 3.14 times 2 squared. So 2 squared is 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. So we have 12 square inches for the area of the inner circle. Let's say that we doubled each time that we went out. So we didn't have a 2-inch radius, but now we have a 4-inch radius for priority 2. 4 squared is 16. So we'd have 16 times 3, and I'm not going to do all this math, but 16 times 3 is something around 45 or 50, but significantly more than what we had previously calculated for the first circle. Then P3, if we had just 2 more inches, that would be 6-inch radius squared. 36 times 3 times 36 is somewhere around 100. And so as you can see, the area of each circle gets bigger exponentially as we work our way outwards. And when we're talking about the searches, the search volume available within Google Ads, the volume of searches for people who are typing in your brand plus a qualifying keyword will be very low in relation to all of the other possible things that people could be typing in. And so you want to ensure that you have a campaign targeting those super high priority searches and that you are presenting them with an offer because that's what they came for. You'll get a extremely high click-through rate. You should be shooting for at least 20% click-through rate, if not 30 or 40%. And with that, your clicks are going to be super cheap, in the 10 cent to 50 cent range-ish. And you will only be able to spend a handful of dollars per day, $10, $50, maybe $100 per day if you're a larger brand, on people typing in your brand name plus qualifying words. The P2, just your brand name, that's going to be a little bit higher volume. In-market keywords, this is going to be your largest spending campaign, most likely, not necessarily your highest converter, because we should get most of these conversions from the priority 1 and 2 campaign. But you should have a majority of your spend in this P3 in-market keyword category. And then P4, information-based keywords. This is just to ensure that we have a wide enough net cast across Google to capture as many people as possible, so that as we have our funnel here, we can fill the top of our funnel and start getting people working their way down it. If I were to say that we have a $100 daily budget, I might allocate $10 to P1 campaigns, or to the P1 campaign. We might go $10 to the P2 campaign. We might go $50 to the P3 campaign, which would then leave us with $70 total. So we'd have $30 remaining for our P4 campaign, or the information-based searches. It's just an example. Your actual budgets will vary, but within a few percent, that is most likely what your account should look like according to these different keyword groupings that you're going to create. Okay, that is it. That is the single thing to where if you were to do this thing with your search campaigns, ensure that the keywords that you're buying in each of these campaigns is actually in market keywords. They're actually information-based searches. They're actually brand searches. So be looking at the search terms, not just the keywords that you have in your account, and ensure that you're utilizing negative keywords to control your traffic and get the right people into the right places at the right time for the right price, and the results will follow. Okay. Let's take a moment here, and we are going to end this training. I'm going to go back to putting me on the screen, and I want to talk about my special offer and what I'm trying to do here with this. So I am a Google Ads trainer and coach. If you are a user of Google Ads and you plan on continuing to use Google Ads, then one of the most important things that you can do is make changes now in your account so that you reap the benefits for the entire future. Maybe that way. I wanted to go off to the right here, but for the entire future of your account, a few changes now can make the difference of hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on how much you're spending. Let's say maybe a 20% difference month over month, spending even $1,000 a month. That's $200 per month difference that could either be used for more ads or anything else, really. So if you are looking for Google Ads training, which you are, because that's why you're seeing this, I targeted you based on what you just searched, then my offer is I would love to train you for free. Yes, for free, absolutely for free, because I was told to give an offer that nobody could refuse. I don't think it's possible unless you were just like so annoyed by me and thought this video was so lame and unhelpful that it was a complete waste of your time. I don't think that there's any way that you or I could turn down somebody offering to train me on how to do what I want to do for absolutely free. And I want to do this for 30 days. Okay, I want to train you for free for 30 days and show you how much we can learn, show you how much we can improve your account. And obviously, I have to make money from this, and I want to be very transparent. The ways that I will make money from this are from people who are extremely serious about Google Ads and would like my brain and my help more in depth than just the 30-day training that I'm going to give you up to speed. Don't get yourself wrong. If you feel like you're a more advanced person, the 30 days will not be beginner by any means. It will just be the structure and foundation that I feel that 100% of all Google Ads accounts need in order to be the most successful. From there, we can branch out and have iterations of and deep, complex trainings and conversations about exactly what you should do holistically with your marketing. But for the time being, I want to offer you a 30-day power course, but it won't be a course, it'll be live. And we'll use Zoom, and we will focus on your account. And as of right now, it won't be group training, it'll be one-on-one. And one-on-one training is typically pretty expensive, a couple grand a month. I typically charge $2,000 a month as a minimum for my one-on-one training. And so this is a great value. I feel it's a great value, at least. And I'm trying to get as many people into my training as possible so that I can be, one, a better trainer, and two, have just more data, more case studies, more feedback from you. So that is it. If you want to take advantage of this, then go down the page. There's more text. You can go ahead and read that if you haven't already. If you like this, then, or have any comments about it when we actually get on the phone, let me know, because what you'll be doing is you'll be scheduling a call with me through the process that I created, my funnel, through my sales funnel. So I hope that you enjoy it, and I look forward to meeting you in person. And that's it. It's June 12th right now, and it's about 9:50 in the morning. And if you're watching this video at any point in the future, after maybe like the June 13th, then that means that more people than you like this video. I'm going to try and make a new video every day, just a different iteration each day to make the best video possible. So if you're watching this and this was the best video that I made and other people liked it too, and I feel like I'm rambling right now, so I'm going to stop rambling, and I'm going to invite you once again to take advantage of my special offer, free 30 days of training with me. And if you do not want my special offer, then, and you do have a Google Ads account, then start thinking immediately about how you can better categorize and prioritize your keywords so that you get the most bang for your buck out of the vast ocean of traffic that is available through Google Ads. Okay, that's it. Thrills. Okay, bye. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the call. Bye.